Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dorian Show. You guys thought I quit. The haters thought I quit, but no, I didn't quit. I'm back, stronger than ever.
Way to go.
Joining me here today is a good friend of mine, entrepreneur, woman of God, some would say. Let's give it up for Krystle Chipman, everyone. What's going on, bud?
Not a lot.
Tell us about your business. That's what everybody here wants to know.
Okay. It's called Discover Community Cafe, and it's actually has a nonprofit side and a for-profit side. Am I supposed to Wait.
You can look at me or look at the camera. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Okay. I'll look at you for now.
All right.
I mean, how can I not look at that
Wait,
shirt?
it's both a nonprofit and a for-profit?
Yeah.
You are really the smaller version of ChatGPT.
Don't say that. But with a good purpose, good
They
social
are a good
purpose.
You know, they were a nonprofit, right?
I do. Yeah.
And then they became for-profit, and then the board tried to fire their CEO, and then Microsoft, who owns a lot of share of the company, they're like, we don't think so. That is like you. You are the ChatGPT of the people.
A little bit less investors.
You're Oakland's own ChatGPT.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, how does that work? Tell us the two. I don't know. I mean, I kind of understand how you would have two parts of a nonprofit side and a for-profit side. Explain it to us. Explain it to people that don't know how to run a business.
I'm learning how to run a business. So there's three goals for Discover. One is to create good jobs for people who are overcoming barriers to employment. So people who are formerly incarcerated or transitioning out of the foster care system. And eventually it'll be a cooperative so they could own the business. The second goal is to champion local. And so it's going to have a rotating menu featuring local chefs and local businesses. And then the third goal is to center community. And it's going to create space for just community to come together and have events like open mics and DIY nights. And it's going to be in West Oakland.
Did you say open mics?
Yes, you can come. But you can't have jokes that are too dirty.
Dude, I thought this was free speech.
No, just kidding. But so I started as a nonprofit. But then I also opened up an LLC portion. I think just about have other streams of revenue. And then also just writing grants kind of sucks. But the way I'm envisioning it right now is for the nonprofit side, it would focus on that first goal of creating good jobs and also providing wraparound support for staff. And then the LLC would kind of focus on the other two goals of the menu and operating the restaurant. Yeah.
Wait, why can't you just do it under all nonprofit? I don't understand why it can't be one thing.
I mean, I think it's able to diversify my revenue streams. I think with nonprofits and writing grants, it's you are collecting data. So then you could show foundations look at this work that I'm doing. So then they give you money. But with an LLC, you can collect data on your business and then you can make informed decisions on your business instead of trying to yeah.
So you're trying to keep the nonprofit people, the grubby hands out of your
No.
business.
I'm just saying I think it's just another way to it's just another way to generate revenue.
I know, but you could have still done all that other stuff while running a nonprofit, right? You could still be selling goods and services.
But then there's just more there's restricted funding and unrestricted funding depending on where the money's coming from. So sometimes it's not as free.
Okay.
With the money and how you use it.
Sounds like a loophole.
Now I'm just learning as I go. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's the term I like to use is social enterprise.
Okay, I mean, call it whatever you want. Well, that's cool. You said three things. You said you want to hire people with employment barriers, meaning people that you said former foster youth or people that were incarcerated before. Mm-hmm. So that's one part. You're trying to hire them onto your business. And you said they get to be part owners of this or one day will own the business. Are you giving them revenue share? Or are you giving them shares of the company, or?
Yeah, so it's going to be like a 1-year apprenticeship, and then after that, if they want to become an owner, like they can, and so it'll be a cooperative, and like ideally yes to all those things, but I don't know yet because I'm not there.
Cooperative, so you're going to give them part of the business.
Yeah, because I feel like cooperatives are the way of the future. Instead of like having one person, you should like spread the wealth, and like people care more about their jobs if like they get to be a part of the governance and making decisions.
So how would you split it up though? So that you'll just give the. So how many people have you hired so far?
I mean, I haven't opened the cafe yet.
So you haven't hired anybody yet?
No. Well, I did a pilot with my nonprofit, and so I did hire someone for like 12 weeks. And then like I've done pop-up events where I hired someone, but like those were just like one-off events. So it's nothing like the cooperative thing. Like that would happen after like the 1-year apprenticeship. And then actually we just launched in the farmers market through the LLC, and I did hire one person for that. But then they're not overcoming barriers to employment.
You're just hiring some guy.
It's a woman. But I think part of it is just wanting, it's the first time I'm doing this. So just wanting to get the operations down and make sure I know what I'm doing before. Yeah. And then like this person has a lot more kitchen experience than I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just, well, the cooperative, the ownership thing, let's say you hire one person and then they work the whole year. You're going to give them half of the company?
I don't know. I don't think I would just hire one person at a time. I would like I'd want it to be like a cohort.
I'm just doing like a
like percentage. Yeah.
Simplicity's sake. Let's say you hire one person this year. You would give them like half ownership of the place, or you would give them like a small piece of it?
I think a small piece, but I don't know a lot. Like I think there's different ways to set it up.
Right. Because the next thing I would ask would be, let's say you hire one person this year, you give them 50%, and then next year you hire another person. Does that person get a share of the first person?
That would suck.
Or they slowly just cut away your share?
Yeah. And everyone's share. Yeah, I need to look into it more. Yeah. But the cool thing is, like with nonprofits or with an LLC, you could write the bylaws so that they are a cooperative. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. So you said, so that thing is to help people with barriers getting employment. The second thing was
champion local
businesses
and local entrepreneurs. So we are.
Tell us more about that.
Okay, we are partnering actually with other coffee roasters. They're called Soul Blends Coffee Roasters, and they're also in West Oakland. And so they've been looking at a space, and they're going to occupy that space in the morning, and we're going to share it with them and use it in the afternoon and evenings. So our business model, like the vision was, we do coffee and tea and pastries in the morning, and it'd be like a rotating menu of local coffee, local tea, and then the afternoon evenings, like local wine, local beer, and then have like small bites. So we're supposed to open with them in November, which is exciting. And then like originally I was just going to have like partner with local nonprofits like La Cocina, like nonprofits that are incubating like small businesses, to like chefs and like featuring their stuff on our menu. I got like a lot of feedback of like how we should have our own menu too. So we will have like our own like basic menu, but then we'll also like have special like features of like local small scale chefs on the menu. Okay. And then also in the cafe we will have like a kind of a refrigeration and like merchandise, like dry, like a place for people to like buy things. And so like there we hope to like showcase like a lot of like local entrepreneur stuff, like honey and barbecue sauce and things like that.
Okay. So the local thing, are you hiring? So you're saying you're hiring local chefs, or are you just giving them a place to use you guys as a platform to sell their stuff?
More the latter. I will need to hire one local chef or like a prep cook when I first start. Okay. But it's more like it's going to be a platform for local chefs. And like the vision right now is that it would change out like every 6 months. But we would like feature, like maybe there's like one local small scale chef and we feature them on the menu. And then also like I think it'd be cool to do like social media, like just like to do like an interview with them and like to like blast, like promote them.
And
a podcast, a news, like a blog or, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. And is it for free for them, or they're going to pay a fee, or are they going to?
I haven't worked that out. I don't think it'll be completely free, but I think it would be like a flat rate. That would be not a lot.
Right. But your place doesn't have a kitchen. How are they going to
Yeah. I mean, we'll have a kitchen. It'll just be small scale. But then a lot of them also, especially if they're like with a program already, have access to a commercial kitchen.
Okay. That sounds cool. And then the third part.
Center community.
What does
Three
that mean?
things: create good jobs, champion local, and center community. 3 C's.
What does that mean?
I mean, having, I don't know, like creating a space where neighbors really get to know each other and like hosting community events like open mics. And I've been tabling at the West Oakland Farmers Market, and it's been like I've been asking people in the neighborhood what they want from a community cafe.
Yeah.
And people had a lot of ideas of different events like spoken word, board game nights, DIY nights, live music, things like that. So just creating space for people to be together.
Have you checked out the other local scenes for like, let's say live music or like a spoken word open mic?
Yes, a little bit. And then like there isn't a whole lot in West Oakland. So there is, a need.
Wait, is West Oakland the bad part of Oakland?
West Oakland is a great part of Oakland, but it is kind of being gentrified right now.
Oh, so it's only going to get better.
I think that's another thing of centering community is making sure the prices are accessible as well.
Okay, you should check out like I mean, I've only had experience with like open mics for comedy, and it could get rowdy. But it's also a good source of income if you want to take money from young comics that are trying to make it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll look into that.
Yeah, you'll take money from them?
Yeah. Well, if they're like you. Oh, wait, but are you young?
No, unfortunately, I'm not. But like, well, out here in LA, a lot of the open mics make money by. It's I would say they have to keep the doors open, so I understand. But they give comedians 5 minutes for $5.
Oh, I didn't know you had to pay to be on an open mic.
In the bigger clubs, you like at the Hollywood Improv, which is like a bigger club, they don't have. But in Los Angeles, there's like an industry of just places just for you to perform. So there are places that is like it looks like a shitty apartment, and then you just go up there and perform.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So maybe you could do that. In the Bay Area, though, I don't know if people actually. You know what? I've only seen like one place where they ask people to pay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have to.
So there's a different culture out there.
Yeah.
Maybe buy an item. Buying
Yeah.
an item would be nice.
Yeah.
You know, they feel like they're not getting robbed for their money.
Ideas.
But that's like a different culture up there in San Francisco. All the mics are basically free, I think. And a lot of the mics out here in Los Angeles is pay to play.
Aw.
But there's more mics out here.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, that's cool. What I want to say is I really do appreciate that you kind of have like a, how do I say it, like a very positive outlook on like your endeavor. You know what I mean? Like you kind of just went for it. Whereas I feel like for me, I would find a lot of reasons to say no or why I shouldn't do it. Or like I'll plan it to like such a, you know what I mean, where I'll just get discouraged. How do you stay positive, or are you just a positive person? Or
But I feel like you do, with your comedy stuff, you kind of just kept going. I feel like we've kind of been on parallel journeys.
yeah, but comedy doesn't cost me any real money. Your business is costing you real money in real time.
Yeah, you definitely cost you real time, and like I feel you have invested money.
Not as much as
Yeah.
I've maybe spent all of my in terms of open mics. I probably spent less money
Like with like all the food and drinks.
in the past 2 years than you spent on your cost in a month.
No, like in your podcast, or does your podcast count all this?
No,
equipment?
this is. I don't count this. I mean, I don't really count this as part of like stand-up comedy, but this is just for fun. Like I bought all this. That's not true. I bought a lot of this stuff before I even started doing stand-up comedy. Like I was just filming stuff during the pandemic. But yeah, I was just saying that's your positive mindset, and things seem to happen fine, and everything kind of seemed to fall into place for you, which I admire.
I don't know. It's been a long journey, and you know that. And you have told me a lot of things.
Like what?
Like, I just remember when I told you I was quitting my job, and I think it was like the Ukraine war, like that just started.
Yeah.
And we were like I think we were at a restaurant in San Francisco, and you were like, "Don't quit your job. Don't do that." I was like, "It's too late."
And look,
did it.
And the crazy thing is, you quit your job, and now you're making more money than you've ever had.
Not really, because
I mean, but now you have 2 jobs.
it's true. I'm a contractor, so.
And you're making more money now from your 2 jobs than you were.
I don't
at
think
your
so.
one job.
No, I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't
And you're
know.
running a business.
Yeah, trying to. Yeah.
I mean, that seemed to just. That turned out okay.
Yeah.
It's not like you're on the streets.
Nope.
You were able to get a spot in the farmer's market, which is nice. You were able to get a chef or a cook to hop on and help you, which to me, it sounds like that's crazy that someone would just do that, but
Yeah.
you're able to do it. And then you're able to like get a spot, like a physical brick and mortar spot.
We'll see.
For your,
I'm gonna hopefully sign a lease on Monday,
don't
but
you know how much it costs yet?
not officially. Like $800 a month or something. I don't know.
You know, how long's the lease? Like 5 years?
3, I think.
Dang.
I know. Well, we'll
Are-
see. But it's been
Are
a
you
long
gonna-
process.
Are you just going to out of pocket that?
No, I don't know. Well, hopefully the farmers market will start making money. Oh, we're gonna do a Kickstarter together.
Who's us?
Soul Blends, the coffee roasters.
Shouldn't you just do one on your own?
We might make more money if we do it together. And so, like, yeah.
Are you guys going to split it 50-50, the Kickstarter?
No, a little bit more will go to Discover because they got
Oh.
like a loan.
Oh, nice. That works out for you, actually.
Exactly.
Dang.
Yeah, they're cool.
So you're going to get that and give up your ghost kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then you could kind of squeeze that lemon a little more.
Indeed.
Yeah, you might have to get people to start paying for the open mics. How big is the place?
It's not very big. It's like,
Smaller than my apartment?
no, I know. The capacity is probably like 30 people.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for an open mic, but I don't think people... Keep going. But that's cool.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to talk about, wait, what was your question? How do I stay positive?
Yeah, how did you stay positive? How were you able to take like such a huge risk? I mean, in my eyes, it seems like a huge risk and a lot of money. In my eyes, to kind of just go for something.
I think we view money differently. But,
Oh yeah, how do we view different?
or I don't know. I think you try to acquire a lot of it. But like I've never been like, I want to be rich. That's just never yet in my life. I'm
You
like,
don't want to be rich.
No. And I've thought about it too. Like if I ever like did become like wealthy, like I don't think I'd ever want to make more than 100,000, like ever. But who knows? That could change. And keep me honest. But yeah, like because like there's research that shows like after you make a certain amount, like $75,000, it doesn't affect your happiness at all.
It's not true.
That is true. You don't need money to be happy.
Well, let me tell you this. As someone who's made, when I first started working, I made like, I don't know, first out of college, I was making like 36 grand a year. And at the time I was just like, I just want to, and I wasn't finding any, it was fun. I mean, hanging out with my coworkers at that time were fun, but I was feeling that my career is going nowhere. And I remember I was going to grad school and I told myself, I was like, oh, if I made like $60,000, I would be like happy for the rest of my life. I make way more than that right now. And it doesn't, like everything just costs more. There's no way I would be able to live for $60,000. And you think $100,000 is a lot, but it's not.
I think it depends where you live too, and how you live. Because I think
Pretty similar in terms of rent.
yes,
I'm making $100,000. Like, I could tell you, it's not. Well, if you don't have any desires of like buying a house or having
That's
nice
true.
things, then
Yeah.
then you go live in an apartment until inflation.
yeah.
Pushes you
Or if you
out.
wanted to move somewhere cheaper.
Yeah, but now you can't. You can't. Your business is in Oakland. Are you going to move your business to somewhere cheaper?
No, but maybe it'll become a chain.
A chain of a nonprofit.
Yeah, it could happen.
All right. But yeah, so your goal is not to get rich off of this. Which
No,
makes
I
sense.
don't personally want to get rich. I want the business to get rich, and like, because like a big part of it is creating good, like living wage, like jobs.
And you're okay with like losing money on this?
When you, like myself personally,
Yeah.
well, eventually I want to break even
I
and
know.
make money.
How long would you say you would keep at this until?
I mean, I think
Or are you gonna be able, or will you even consider just being in the hole for like multiple years, whereas like you're just actively losing money?
I don't think I can do that, but maybe. I mean,
Indefinitely.
yeah, maybe
Well, I
three.
mean-
Maybe the lease is 3 years, so maybe 3 years.
Oh yeah.
And then I think restaurants typically break even by year 3. So if it's not looking good,
You gotta cut costs. You gotta
Yeah.
fire some of these people with barriers.
right?
You gotta sell more merch.
Oh yes, I heard coffee shops do make a lot of money off of merch.
Yeah, let me tell you, dude. I thought about opening a coffee shop. Coffee shops typically make almost no money. But a lot of it, if you sell merch or you advertise merch,
That's where it's at.
you might be able to make more money. At your point of sales, I don't know how you guys are gonna do it if you're gonna have to move around a lot. But if you put like all your merch up front, more likely to sell.
Right.
You gotta diversify your offerings. Gotta probably sell food. Drinks only, you probably won't make that much money. But with food, you
Well,
might be able
A
to.
lot of beer and wine.
Yeah, but people can only drink one beer, one wine. But sometimes they'll be like you. Well, they'll get a beer and a $35 toast.
Yeah.
So yeah, have some like simple foods and stuff. I don't know how. Are they gonna make you get like some type of licensing if you are some sort of license or certificate if you're gonna work at a restaurant or own a restaurant?
I mean, there's a lot of different things. You mean like there's like a food handler's card, a food manager's card if you are dealing with food.
Yeah.
I have my food handler's card because where I used to work at Hodo, a tofu company. Ayo. I do need to get my food manager's card though when I start working in
Yeah.
there.
'Cause how long do produce last? If you're gonna,
I think it depends, but
you know,
yeah,
that stuff like I don't know, and that's kind of a scary thing. Like you don't want to lose all your money on
definitely. And I think that's where
avocados.
that's so true. I think that's where like the chef or a prep cook will come in handy because that isn't my area of
Yeah.
expertise.
Yeah, and that's the bad thing about food, right? It could go bad if you don't sell enough.
Right. Yeah. Food waste. No
Yeah.
bueno. We don't want that.
Yeah, well, mostly because the money sucks.
And also, you don't want to
wanna
waste food.
lose
There's also like
money.
Oakland has these things called town fridges, and so you could like donate food in these like, and then they're open to everyone. So like, there's one actually in
Oh,
West
nice.
Oakland that we could drop off stuff.
Anything good there?
Yeah, always. I don't know. Yeah, produce. I don't know. You find random things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's exciting. How long do you think before you'll break even?
I don't know. I feel like with the with Soul Lens, like we haven't signed a lease, so I feel like it's been like a thing, but it hasn't felt permanent or like
Yeah.
a real thing. And so I think after we sign the lease, I'll like get more serious about building out like a for
Yeah.
real budget
And
projected.
that, I feel like that could be like taking you to the next level. If you could sell enough stuff from that time.
Yeah. But I don't know, like things are coming together, but I have been working on this for a long time. Like my first, in 2020 was when I first started like taking business classes to like build a business plan. And then 2021 was when I did that first pop-up where you were there at Lake Merritt. And
Did
so
you
it's
make
been,
money that day?
and that wasn't about making money. That was about building community. So no, I didn't make any money. But then also like I got, the venue was free, like things were free. I just had to pay for like signage. And then I hired a woman who was formerly incarcerated, so I paid her.
Yeah.
But I think, so it's been a long journey. And I think it's just like one step at a time. And like there's been a lot of like closed doors and there's been a lot of like open doors. And it's like you never know.
Have you keeping track of a budget, like how much money you've put into the business yet?
Yes, but not like within like the last 2 weeks I haven't because I've been making a lot of purchases. So I need to.
Okay.
And I need to I don't want to do QuickBooks, but something similar to QuickBooks.
Excel. Or you just do a table. You could just be like, this is...
I could. I feel like my finances are starting to get a little bit more complicated.
Yeah. So at the end of 3 years, you can see how much money you've made or how much money you've lost. And
Yeah.
you come back and tell us if it was all worth it.
Okay, I will. Sounds good.
But that's cool. You're doing a Kickstarter. Are you guys trying to kickstart like the whole rent of the place? How much you guys kickstart? Is there a goal?
25,000 is the goal.
Okay. Does that cover a year's rent? Does that cover 2 years rent?
That covers
Nothing.
Does that cover any rents?
No, it doesn't.
No, because it's like it's startup costs.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Dang. It sounds like you're gonna have to find a way to pay for this. How much you think is $800 a month? Just for your portion?
Yeah.
And you guys only open for 3 hours?
6 days a week, 6 to 9.
Really? You guys can't open longer than that?
I mean, maybe, but I feel like it's a good starting point.
Do you have to pay more if you open longer?
I mean, probably because it would be additional hours. But I think we're getting like the first 3 months free or something like that. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
Indeed. We'll see.
We're going to turn you into a profitable magnet.
Oh, man. Can't wait.
What else are you working on right now?
I mean, like launching into the brick and mortar and the farmer's market have been the biggest things.
Mm-hmm.
Last Sunday was our first day in that.
The farmer's market?
Yeah, felt like a milestone. Especially because I've been going there for like the last year and a half and just like cabling and like talking to people and growing like a newsletter list. And so it felt good to be there and start selling.
Did you feel... I know I'm asking like a lot of like technical questions, but do you keep track of like how many things you sold last week?
I did.
What were you guys selling? How many did you sell of each thing?
I'm so bad at numbers. We sold out of 2 of the 3.
Which were?
So strawberry lemonade.
You sold out of that.
Yeah. It was like...
How many units did you move?
I think it was like maybe 18. And then...
You only had over 18 cups?
Yeah. Well, wait, no. Is that true? I don't remember, actually.
Did you feel like you sold out of it way too quick? As in, like, you probably need to double up?
Not way too quick. But... And, like, because, like, the picture... Like, the whole picture was gone. That's all we brought. I didn't realize... Yeah. But, yeah.
Okay. And how many salads?
I think so there was an Asian slaw with miso marinated tofu. And I think we sold like 18 of those. And then there was a kale Caesar chicken salad. And that was probably about the same, like 16, 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what else did you sell out of?
The Asian slaw.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Did that sell out real quick?
No. Because it starts at 10, and so no one really wants a salad at 10.
Uh-huh.
When
does it end?
2. But we're thinking about doing like a breakfast salad. Yeah.
Did you guys... So you don't feel like you could sell more? Like
I think we can, because it was like our first time there, and then
at what time did you sell out if it closed at 2? Like,
well, we were still taking orders when it closed.
Okay.
Like, so there were like some like 3 or 4 last minute orders in like the last 15 minutes.
Okay. Now the second question: are these people that buying stuff from you? Are they your friends, or are they?
Well, some of them were because
Okay.
it was the first time, yeah, and my family. But then I think part of it is it was like our first time.
Your mom bought like 12 salads.
She bought like 3 lemonades. And then Coral bought like 4 lemonades and 3 salads. Yeah, Coral.
Did she really buy 4 lemonades?
Yeah, because she was gonna go see her family.
Oh yeah. Maybe you should keep.
I know, but then I think it's
keep the number.
Like part of it, I think it's because like we weren't with the rest of the food. Like we were next to Soul Blends because we wanted people to get used to seeing us as a partnership.
Yeah.
And so I think we are gonna move to like the food area.
Yeah.
And then we might also start doing samples. I think it's like, like we're new. People don't know who we are.
So you weren't joking when your family and Coral bought
No, not. Yeah,
10
they were
drinks and 10 salads?
Yeah, there was only a handful of like brand new people. But we were brand new. It's new. We're gonna market more. It's gonna be great.
You guys should make breakfast burritos since it's so early.
That could be cool. It's just like a way of heating it at the market. Because you don't want a cold burrito.
You get the Chipotle has that.
But you need like a generator. That's money. I'm trying to keep it simple because, money.
Yeah, but you also got to sell stuff that people want.
Right. No, people like these salads, okay? They love them.
I mean, you can't rely on your friends and family every week.
No, I know. But I think once the word gets out.
People rather want
A burrito.
A burrito, then.
Yeah. I'm not. I
How much
can't get
is
a
a generator?
I don't know, but.
Could you even
sounds
bring a
expensive.
generator there?
I think so, but it might be a different permitting. I don't know. It's something. Maybe we'll look into that next quarter.
I see.
Yeah.
Can't you get like a battery pack thing?
Oh yeah, that could be cool.
But that won't toast a burrito.
Yeah, a breakfast burrito.
How about
does sound
grill?
good.
Can you use like a grill? Like
We talked about that, like a Coleman, maybe.
Yeah.
There is someone that does like a fried white rice. Like they have like woks and like they fry things.
Is that extra permit cost?
Perhaps.
I don't want to destroy your dreams. But I'm like, I don't know if anybody's out there really looking for a salad at a farmer's market.
I think
they're
are.
already buying produce. They're like,
no, but it's like lunch, and we did like there's no one else doing salads.
yeah, you know why?
Why?
'Cause no one really wants salad.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's only our first day.
What are the most popular places there, food wise?
There aren't a whole lot, but there is Smash. It's a burger place.
They probably do well.
Like I think they're Colombian, and then a Mexican place,
Mm-hmm.
and then that walk the fried rice place. That's about it.
Yeah, like a breakfast burrito would be good.
Breakfast
like
would be
like you're
good.
not stepping on anyone's like.
Yeah.
Like the Mexican guys not like, hey bro, what are you doing, Holmes? This is our stuff.
Right.
And you're like, no, this is eggs.
Mm.
This is eggs and potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do that.
Okay, something to think about. I think breakfast would be good because there aren't any other breakfast options besides pastries.
Yeah, if you could get like a open flame going on, it might be worth it if you could just like do like a little hash or like a little
Yeah.
or a plate of potatoes, not expensive.
Yeah.
Bacon's
Potatoes aren't
eggs,
expensive. Yeah, that's a great idea.
You know, dude, you should put me on the board.
I should.
How much does it pay?
It's voluntary.
God. Well, that's like millions of dollars of ideas just right there. Make a
Yeah, thank
breakfast
you.
burrito.
I really should pay you.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking like no one really does want salad.
No, I think people here do. But we'll see. Maybe you're right. I'll let you
you'll know once.
I'll know. Yeah.
Next
After
week,
this month. Yeah.
When
no one comes.
You can't.
Count on my friends and family.
Yeah, that's like if I had a comedy show, I could invite all of you guys out one time. But
Right.
that doesn't mean I'm gonna have a sellout crowd every time.
No. Yeah, you're right. So we'll see.
Yeah.
They are good salads though. They're really tasty. Got a lot of good feedback. And they didn't just say it
From
because
whom?
they let from my friends and family. But they wouldn't lie to me. I mean, some people would be polite, but most of them are pretty honest. Like my dad.
He's
But
like-
he actually didn't say he liked it. But my mom
Exactly.
did, and my mom doesn't like anything.
Yeah, she ate like 12 salads that day.
No. They're big size. They just bought one and they shared it.
Oh, just in case it wasn't good.
Oh.
Yeah, drop the salad.
We'll see.
Sell hot dogs.
No. You
Why?
have to try.
What's wrong with hot dogs?
I don't know.
What was wrong with hot dogs?
Nothing. I'd have to get a grill.
Yeah,
or something.
But if you're gonna go into hot foods, you just get rid of salads.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We're starting with salads. We'll go from there. We could grow.
Or you know what you should do? Like sell like box salads, like
They do come in a box.
as in like if you buy one from like Ralph's and everything.
Yeah. We're gonna do that actually when we're in the brick and mortar. We're gonna put them in the refrigeration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had to shit
no.
on your salads.
I'm used to this from you.
I mean, I had to ask you. You were saying you're selling all these stuff that I'm like, then you should definitely be upping your supply. But it sounds like friends and family bought up all of it.
Not all of it. We did have
80% of
new
it.
customers. Maybe 60 to 70.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I would almost tell them not to come.
Well, it was the first time. It probably won't always be like
Yeah,
that.
did you take a lot of pictures of them?
They took pictures.
Okay, tell them to send you pictures. That could be your advertisement. Like,
Yes.
these salads are so good.
Indeed. Well, I did, like Ashley and her husband made me a video that I will share
How many
later.
salads did Ashley and her husband buy?
2.
How many drinks did they buy?
1, I think.
Look at that, dude.
I know. Such good friends.
Anything else you want to talk about? We could talk about anything. About how
Um,
great your business is, your life.
What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about comedy?
No. Comedy sucks. It's sad and depressing.
Aw.
Just filled with tears and sadness.
It's time to start dreaming new dreams.
It's the sad thing. It's not even really like a dream of mine. Just kind of I have an interest of it. I have no dreams.
Didn't you want to write a book?
I have an interest of writing a book, but that's even harder
Yeah.
than anything I've ever done in my life.
But if instead of going to open mics, you could be like, okay, for this hour, I'm just going to try to sit down and try to
There's
write.
no way.
Yeah.
Well, part of the reason why open mics is easier is because like half of it is just showing up,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes you don't even get to go on if it's like a bucket system, a lottery. Sometimes I go for a couple hours, I don't get up, which sucks. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't need to do anything. I'm just sitting here smoking cigarettes. But yeah, like I feel like the barrier to entry for a lot of things are like writing. I would just have to write because I would know I didn't write a single word down.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the open mic, I show up, I could just go up and say whatever and bomb. But yeah, an open mic might be a good way for you to make some money if you're not getting enough customers.
I don't want to charge artists or open micers. But we'll see.
Well, you got to make money sometimes. Stage time is important. I actually don't feel bad about charging people money for open mic, but I know the Bay Area have a different.
Culture.
They feel like you're kind of just like, leeching off like comedians. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, people have bills to pay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I don't feel bad when I pay $5 for like an open mic somewhere. I'm like, it's just part of.
Or what if
the
you
overhead
charge
costs.
the people that came in? Like
People
a
don't
ticket?
come in for
Okay.
open mic.
Yeah.
You're literally doing an open mic as a last resort because no one's coming in
Ah, got it.
buy your wares.
Oh, got it.
Right. I don't. If people aren't looking for comedy, they're not really
Yeah.
They wouldn't even want it.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
But
You have to have other dreams.
nothing. I just want to get rich. I can't because everybody around me, all my friends, just want to do nonprofits.
Ah, so annoying.
Yeah, everybody around me just likes burning up piles of cash.
You have other people around you. It's not just me.
No, that's true. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy for you. I hope it's successful. I feel like you're going on a good trajectory towards success.
Indeed, it's exciting.
I mean, you've done more than I've ever thought would come out of it, to be honest.
Thank you.
But you already know this.
I do. Way to keep it real.
You know?
You keep me grounded. Thank you.
I would have never thought you would get a brick and mortar
I know.
because
Yeah.
rent's so expensive. But then
Definitely.
who knew you could just timeshare it?
Yeah. Yeah. Who knew?
So,
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? If not, we're going to end this.
I think that's it.
All right. Next time you come back on, you'll be a billionaire.
Yeah. Here's hoping.
All right.
Bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.